What's up, friends? Welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing well. Today, we are going to be talking about lipsticks. All of the hot new lipsticks that have launched for spring 2024. I'm going to be ranking these babies. What is the best? What is the worst? And let me tell you guys, I was surprised. I'm going to save you some money today. And not only that, some of these lipsticks are the best that I have ever tried. Some of the best in my luxury collection. I can't wait to share them with you guys today. So if you want to see who comes out on top, then keep watching. All right, friends, let's dive in. Unfortunately, I got to start off somewhere in this ranking. These are the worst luxury lipsticks that I've tried so far this year. Some of you guys are going to be surprised, and some of you all are going to be relieved because I'm about to save you so much money if you were tempted by these. Without a doubt, guys, the worst ones that I have tried are the new WESTMAN Atelier Lip Suede lipsticks. I was so excited for these guys, and the packaging, as we would expect from WESTMAN Atelier, is so beautiful. It is weighty, it is luxe, it kind of is sleek and minimalist. We get that satisfying click of the magnetized cap. It is so beautiful. In addition to that, each bullet is embossed with the cute little WESTMAN Atelier heart motif. It just screams luxury. Like, the whole presentation is really beautiful. The formula of these is described as a hydrating matte lipstick with a dreamy, airy feel and vivid, clean pigment. They come in 10 shades. All the shades are beautiful, I would say. It's kind of like a nice range. I would have liked maybe some more like true nudes. I did pick these up in 3 colors, guys. The first one that I have right here is called Je Rêve, which is described as a blushy nude. I would say for me, this is a little bit like more cool tone than I would go for. It kind of verges on a mauve, so it's not my favorite. The other one that I picked up, which I think is probably one of the most interesting shades, is called LFG. And this is described as an orchid fuchsia. The color is beautiful, guys. It is vibrant. It is punchy. I love this for spring and summer. And then finally, I picked up a red. I wanted something a little bit more classic. This one is called Pip, and it is described as a poppy red. Once again, something really beautiful for spring and summer. All of the lipsticks in this video, friends, I did take a look at the ingredients, and these have some good ones. I see hyaluronic acid, peptides, vitamin C and E, meadow foam extract. I also see kaolin clay, which is going to give it that kind of suede matte texture. But despite all of the good ingredients, guys, despite, the packaging and all the marketing and the hype, I'm left scratching my head because these are so gritty. They are grit city, guys. I would expect these to be smooth, creamy, have that kind of suede type of texture that they're promising, but I just don't get that, guys. If you were to strip these down to just the lipstick handed to me, I would tell you that this is a drugstore formula. They don't feel like a $50 lipstick. I also just really don't like the way that they last. The pigmentation is beautiful, but I would say that they wear kind of like patchy over time, and they sort of dry out over time as well. I'm not getting lasting color, lasting hydration from these, despite some of the really nice, like, soothing and hydrating ingredients in the formula. They were so disappointing for me, guys. I feel like these are so hyped. I don't understand who likes these. I just feel they are so gritty. I am sorry, WESTMAN Atelier, I like a lot of your products, but these, unfortunately, are probably going back to the store. By the way, if you are new here, hi, welcome. My name is Sophia, and I help you shop for luxury. I'm so passionate about luxury beauty, so I talk about it here a lot on my channel. I do a lot of new makeup reviews, fun and helpful guides just like this one. So if you love luxury beauty, hit that subscribe button to join our fam. We would love to have you. And as a reminder, friends, all the products that I'm talking about in today's video, any of the makeup that is on my face today, it's all going to be linked down below with all the shade names. Everything will be in the description box. I do use affiliate links, guys, so when you shop through my links, it does support my channel. Thank you so much as always. And with that, let's get on to the rest of this ranking. Moving along, friends, to the next lipsticks in this ranking, and I have right here the newest ones from Chanel. These are the Chanel Rouge Allure Velvet Nuit Blanche. As far as I know, these are limited edition for 2024, so they aren't going to be sticking around forever, friends. And listen, okay, I love Chanel makeup. A lot of us do. I'm not trying to say that these are bad lipsticks. They're not bad lipsticks. They're certainly not as bad as the WESTMAN Atelier ones, which are going to be going back to the store after this. I am going to be keeping and enjoying these, but quite frankly, they are ranked lower in this video because I just don't think that they're as good, especially for the price, as the other lipsticks that I have tried recently. So let me kind of give you the pros and cons, all of my thoughts, because I know a lot of you guys are interested in these. Starting off with the price, okay? The price is high. These are $50 as expected. It's Chanel. Am I surprised? No, okay? I do like that you get 3.5 grams. Feel like it's a decent amount. They're not gouging us here. I also do like the limited edition packaging for these. It's beautiful. It has a metally feel, which is really nice in the hand. I like the black and white. It's very sleek and Chanel and chic. I like how the bullet pops out here, just like all of the other Rouge Allure Velvet lipsticks. It is stunning. I also like the shades in this collection. When I first looked at the shades, I was like, ooh, okay. Like, these are a little bit funky, but then I realized, well, you know, it is a limited edition collection, so they offered up something that maybe they wouldn't launch in their permanent line. So I think that that is cool. It kind of made me go a little bit more out of my comfort zone when I was trying to pick two to, you know, test out for you guys. I thought the shades were very, very cool. The theme of the collection is a little bit strange to me. It's kind of like a night out theme. Each of the shades in the collection represents a different hour of the night, which I guess you would switch up your lipstick. I don't know. I don't switch up my lipstick 8 times throughout the course of a night, but hey, you know, more power to you. I think maybe it's supposed to be kind of like a sultry evening lipstick line because the formula of these is supposed to be kind of like the regular Rouge Allure Velvet, but more luminous, okay? It says here on the Chanel website that these have soft focus microspheres, which combine with ultrafine pearlescent particles for a luminous matte finish. So they're supposed to be more luminous. And I'll talk a little bit more about that in just a second, guys, but I want to show you the 2 colors that I picked up. The first one that I got here is called 7 o'clock, and this is described as a fresh pink. This is definitely the most popular shade, probably because it is the most subtle, okay? I do think it's a little bit of a waste to pick this one up, guys. Like, if you're gonna get a new lipstick from Chanel, pick a shade that you don't already have. I feel like this one is very dupeable. I picked it up because this is actually the type of shade that I would not usually get, and so I wanted to, I don't know, get something that maybe you guys would be interested in. And this is the first color that unfortunately did sell out. I'll keep an eye out for any restocks. Follow me on Instagram. I'll keep a look at if you like this shade, but I just feel like it is kind of a waste for $50. The other shade that I picked up is called 4 o'clock, and this one is described as a warm brown. This is beautiful. I really feel like this one is a true like night out shade. I feel like it's, you know, a beautiful, you know, kind of sitting at a jazz club, going out to dinner type of shade. I do think it is really, really nice. Do I notice that these are so much more luminous than the regular Rouge Allure Velvets? Like, not really, okay? I did compare the ingredients of the permanent line and this line, and guys, there's really barely any difference. I don't know what ingredients are contributing to the luminosity. I think it's just added pigments, okay? Luminous, like blurring pigments that maybe, you know, they kind of dumped in there at the end. When I take a look at the ingredients, it does say that there's shea butter here, there's jojoba oil, vitamin E, lactic acid. There's some good ingredients at these, but I don't know, I just don't really, similar to the WESTMAN Atelier, I don't see all of those ingredients really reflected into the experience of wearing these lipsticks. If you guys saw my matte velvet lipstick ranking where I ranked like all of my favorite matte velvet lipsticks, I'll link it down below. You guys will know I'm not the biggest fan of the Rouge Allure Velvet line in general, so kind of take this with a grain of salt. So, you know, if you don't like those lipsticks, don't be thinking that these are something new and special. The formula really isn't that different. If you do like that line, then I would maybe suggest checking these out if you really like the packaging and if you really like a shade that you think you're gonna get a lot of wear out of because they're $50. For me, I don't know, guys, like, I just don't like the wear on these. I feel like they wear pretty quickly. I feel like they start to kind of dry out right here where my lips meet and kind of clump up. They get a little bit crusty after a bit. Like, they're not the most hydrating lipsticks. I also don't really like that slight silicone-y feel that I get from them. They're not as gritty as the WESTMAN Atelier ones, but they are not as smooth as some of the other ones that I'm about to talk about, okay? Buckle up, guys. Keep watching for more good lipsticks. I just don't think that these are as good. I also feel like these, they kind of like sink into the lines in my lips. They kind of like gather in the lines, and I just don't really like that look. All in all, I'm not a huge fan. They're not terrible lipsticks, you know, I think they have beautiful colors and maybe there's like a little extra luminosity, but for me, I really don't think they're worth the $50. Next up in the ranking, friends, we have these new lipsticks from Miss Charlotte Tilbury. These are the K.I.S.S.I.N.G Satin Shine lipsticks. And I know what some of you guys are thinking. You're like, Sophia, this formula has been around for a while. These are not new, but listen, okay? Charlotte Tilbury launched new shades of this lipstick. She acted like it was a brand new product release, so we're basically gonna treat these as new here. And you know what? I've actually never tried this formula before, so here they are. Here's my review, guys, okay? These retail for $35, so they're cheaper than the Chanel. You get the same amount as the Chanel, 3.5 grams. And on the Charlotte Tilbury website, these are described as a moisturizing lipstick with a soft satin shine and long-lasting buildable formula. The packaging on these is beautiful, very similar to the Matte Revolution ones that I love from Charlotte Tilbury, except these have kind of like a pink rosy tint to them. Very beautiful, very luxe. I am into it. The color that I picked up here, guys, is called Candy Chic, and this is described as a warm candy pink. I can't say that this is my favorite color, okay? It's a little bit light, I think, for my lip tone and my complexion. I don't think that is a bad color though, okay? You guys know I'm a little bit picky when it comes to my pinks. I'm actually more of like a vibrant fuchsia, more of like a hot pink type of person. I don't go for these light pinks as much. So this was me going out of my comfort zone. Comment down below, let me know what you think of this shade on my complexion, but I think it is a really nice shade. Taking a look at the ingredients of these, I do see that they have one antioxidant that is included, but when I put everything into my little ingredient decoder, I am not seeing any humectants in these, which is kind of hard to believe because they do have kind of like a slippy, shiny feel to them. So you think that they would be super hydrating, but I think a lot of that comes from the smooth waxes and emollients that are in these lipsticks. So just kind of be warned, guys, just because something feels very slippy doesn't mean that it actually is going to bring moisture to your lips and hold that in. I was a little bit disappointed. I was hoping to see maybe, you know, like a little bit of vitamin E or like jojoba or something in these, but I just am not. I would say overall, you know, I don't think that these are a must-have. These are not my favorite satin lipsticks. I think one of the biggest reasons is because they do have a very slippy feel, and I like something that grips the lips a little bit more. I feel like they could be more pigmented. These are gonna have more transparency and, like I said, slippiness to them. For me, if I'm gonna put on something that's slippy and transparent, I'd rather just go with like more of a balm, like the Dior Addict Refillable Shine lipsticks or the YSL Rouge Volupté Shine, the Candy Glaze. Like, I'd rather go for that type of lipstick. Whereas from my satin lipsticks, I like something that is gonna be just slightly thicker, so I don't feel like I need a lip liner to kind of control the color, if you guys know what I'm talking about. I just prefer that. I like a little bit more pigmentation for something. I like a little bit more pigmentation from something that's gonna be an actual lipstick. I don't think that these have, you know, a lot of longevity. It says here in the description, these are supposed to have a long-lasting buildable formula, and I really don't think that they are buildable, and like I said, I don't think that they are long-lasting. So, you know, they're nice, they're fine, but they're not really my favorite. I don't think I would, you know, run out and buy more. I'm probably gonna stick to the Matte Revolution because, as you guys know from my lipstick ranking that I did previously this year, I really like the Matte Revolution. So for me, that's like my special Charlotte Tilbury formula, whereas these, they're probably gonna be more of a pass from now on. I know a lot of you guys are waiting to hear my thoughts on the next lipstick in this ranking. These are the Tom Ford Slim Lip Color Shine. They retail for $50, and these are described as a limited edition, beautifully pigmented lipstick that takes a stance of undiluted, patent polished glamour. Woo, baby! Has a silky texture that glides, leaving a cushiony film of pure color with extreme comfort. Wow, who's writing this marketing copy? Sounds very enticing, right? These come in 10 shades, which I think are beautiful, very classic, like nothing too crazy. There's no like bright magentas or violets or anything like that, but we get some really pretty wearable kind of like reds, roses, nudes. I really, really like it. The packaging on these is typical Tom Ford. Obviously, they are skinny and slim as the name would suggest, but yeah, you're kind of getting that brown and gold luxurious packaging. I think it looks really nice. I picked up 3 colors from this line. I'm going to show each of them to you now. The first one is called First Look. This one I think is my favorite. It is such a beautiful color. It's kind of a mixture between a rose and a red. It is kind of bold, but not too much. I really like wearing this with a very simple eye. I think it is so elegant and sophisticated. The second shade that I picked up is called Rose Corset, and this one is going to be a little bit lighter, more for like every day, maybe more of a, a day look. I think if you didn't want something super bright, this is going to be a good one to go with, especially, if you're paying $50, you want something you're going to get a lot of wear out of. And then the last one here I have, friends, is called Open Back. I got this one because it looked like it was a warm nude, which it definitely is. I feel like this one is maybe a little bit too warm for my lip tone. Like, they have a little bit of sheerness to them. I'm not so sure about this color on me, but comment down below and you let me know what you think. Taking a look once again at the ingredients for these, I am seeing some nice hydrating and smoothing ingredients like avocado extract, also chamomile extract. There's some nice smooth waxes that kind of give it, just like that nice smooth feel on the lips. There is no grittiness with these lipsticks, I might add. However, I am not as impressed with the ingredients list of these compared to the other Tom Ford lipsticks, the classic ones. I believe they're the matte ones, the ones that I talked about in my other lipstick ranking that I won't stop talking about. I was very impressed, if you guys recall, with the ingredients list of those. And these, I'm like, they're not bad, but I'm just not impressed, okay? And they're $50, so I'm expecting a lot. Overall with these, I have them kind of like in the middle of the road because while I do think that they are nice, I feel like they are very, very overpriced, especially compared, like I said, to the other classic Tom Ford lipsticks. They have a really nice smooth and moisturizing feel. I like the way that they look on the lips. I like the colors, like I said before. They are a little bit sheer, they're kind of more of like that glossy, satiny type of formula, but the pigmentation I think looks nice on the lips. The thing that I hate the most about these is how much product you get for the price. So I said that these were $50, okay? But notice how I left out how much product you get. You only get, are you ready for this? 0.9 grams of product. 0.9, okay? Let's travel back, okay? Let's travel back to the other lipsticks we've talked about in this video. We got 3.5 grams from the others, 3.6 from the WESTMAN Atelier. And with these, okay, you get less than a gram of product. Let me open this one up. The tube is like comically thin. When I first saw the promo photos of these, I was like, ooh, they're slim, so they're gonna be like super precise and all that. But when I actually received them in the mail and I opened them up, I was like, it looks bitty, okay? Like it looks chintzy, it looks small, okay? Size does matter, guys, and these are almost too thin, at least for my lips. My lips are a little bit on the fuller side, so take that with a grain of salt, but I almost wish that they were a little bit bigger because I feel like I'm just coloring in the lines on my lips. So I don't really like the size of the bullet, and I hate the fact that you get less than a gram of product. I feel like that is ridiculous, especially because these are not particularly long lasting. I feel like I have to reapply them every like hour or two. They wear pretty nicely. They do stay hydrated, but they don't wear super evenly, okay? So I do feel like I have to go in and top up every hour to 2 hours if I'm drinking coffee. I regularly have to apply them, so I feel like I'm going to use these up so quickly. So I don't know, guys. I put them in the middle because all in all, I do think that they are nice, but I can't ethically recommend these to you guys because they're $50 and you get so little product. And even then, I don't think that they are my favorite satin lipsticks ever. So I don't know. Comment down below and you let me know what you think. I know a lot of you guys picked these up and I'm dying to know your thoughts. All right, friends, we are down to the top 2 lipsticks in this ranking. These are the 2 that I'm the most excited about. They both have different formulas, but they're so good. These are probably going to be in my best makeup of 2024 video at the end of the year. That is how much I like these. And in the number 2 spot, which it was hard to decide, number 1, number 2, in the number 2 spot, I decided to put the new lipsticks from Merit. These are the Merit Signature Lip Lightweight Matte Lipsticks. If you guys recall, they came out with the satin lipsticks. I think it was maybe about 2 years ago at this point. And you all know that I love them, okay? They're so good. I love the nice lightweight feel. I love the colors. Well, friends, these might be even better, okay? They are so lovely. These retail for $26 and you get 3 grams, so pretty good. These are described as providing a saturated, soft soft matte color that stays comfortable all day. Features a plush velvet texture for a soft blurred finish. So very similar to the satin ones, except you're getting a little bit more of like that matte texture, but still very natural, kind of blurred lip, very Merit minimalist if you guys are familiar with the brand. And the packaging is also similar to the satin lipstick. So if you guys liked that before, I think you're gonna like this one as well. These come in 8 shades for now, 8 beautiful shades, okay? You know, we don't have like a whole range. We could probably use like some deep berries and maybe some darker browns and that kind of stuff. But the shades that they came out with are very, very sophisticated. I picked up 3, which I'll show you guys right here. The first one is called Vermilion. This is described as a warm red. Really, really nice. I love these types of shades for kind of like that soft matte blurred type of look. The other shade that I picked up is called Antibes, and this is described as a soft peach. This is so good. Such a beautiful nude for the summer. It is a little bit on the warmer side. In fact, a couple of you guys told me that I needed to try this color. Thank you so much for that recommendation because I think it is absolutely beautiful. And the third shade that I picked up, friends, is called Court, and this is described as a warm brick. This one's going to be a little bit deeper. I still think very wearable color. All the colors in this line are extremely beautiful, wearable, and very sophisticated, as I mentioned before. Taking a look at the ingredients, friends, I'm seeing hyaluronic acid. That's going to add a moisturization element to these. I also see sesame seed oil to smooth and condition. I see vitamin E and olive oil, which remember is an antioxidant. And finally, I see castor seed oil, which is going to add some emolliency and make these super smooth on the lips. Which brings me to my review of this formula, friends. These are so divine. They are so smooth and lightweight and cloud-like, kind of buttery on the lips, okay? Think about like a clay mask when it's wet, when you sort of spread it across your face. You know how it feels really, really smooth and kind of buttery almost, but it's matte, right? Because it's a clay mask. That's how these feel, okay? But they do not dry out. They stay hydrated and soft and supple on the lips. There is no grittiness in these at all. This is what I imagined the WESTMAN Atelier lipsticks were going to be like, but they weren't. They were a gritty mess and they're going back to the store. Buy these instead. These are so good and they are half the price, $26 for 3 grams. I feel like that's pretty good considering the beautiful packaging as well. And you know what, guys? I think that these are a cheaper alternative to the Prada lipsticks. I think these are a really good, more affordable alternative to these soft matte Prada lipsticks, which you guys know I absolutely love. I think that the formula is very similar. I did compare the 2 ingredients lists and they're not the same. You know, it's not like an ingredient dupe or anything like that, but the experience is very, very similar. So if you didn't really like the packaging of the Prada ones, you felt like it was just way too much to spend on a single lipstick, I highly would recommend these. They last really nicely on the lips. You know, they're not going to be like a super long lasting matte type of formula. It's more of like a velvet finish. So I do have to reapply every now and then, but I like the nice cloud, lightweight type of feel and the comfort on my lips. They're really good, okay? They're really good. That's all I'm gonna say. Good job, Merit. And in first place, dum da da dum, we have none other than the Makeup by Mario Super Satin Lipsticks. Where do I start? Where do I start? Okay, I knew that these would be, you know, like decent. What I was not prepared for, friends, was for these to be some of the best lipsticks that I have ever tried. Certainly the best satin lipsticks that I have ever tried. These are lovely, okay? And I wasn't even gonna get these. I just, you know, threw it in the bag in Sephora because I was doing this lipstick ranking. And so I wanted to, you know, try out some new lipsticks and these did not disappoint, okay? These retail for $28. You get 3.5 grams. They are described as a classic creamy satin lipstick with a soft sheen. This unique formula glides on with ultra comfort and grips lips in wearable shades, curated, of course, by Mario. I like the packaging. You know, it's not the most luxe, but I think that it is true to the Mario brand, a little bit more minimalist, a little bit more makeup artisty, I think that it feels really nice. It has a nice weight to it. I like it. The packaging is cute, okay? These come in a whopping 18 shades. 18 very like extensively colored shades, very inclusive, I should say. We've got very dark vampy browns, we have bright violets, we've got magentas, we have soft pinks, we have nudes, we have reds, we have corals. Literally, he's got the whole spectrum, and I thought it was really cute. They are all named after different neighborhoods in New York City where Mario is from, so I like that little personal touch as well. And allow me to show you the two shades that I picked up. The first one is called Dumbo, and it is described as a spiced rose. I felt like this was such a Mario color, very neutral, very kind of toasty, beautiful. It has like that rosy undertone. This has been my go-to nude color as of late. I feel like a lot of you guys are going to like it. They also have some slightly lighter colors in the line as well that I think will appeal to a lot of you. And then the second color is the one that I'm wearing on my lips today. It is called Uptown Girl, and it is described as a rusty orange red. I like this because it is not quite a red, not quite a coral. It's kind of in between and a little bit more neutral. It's kind of like a more subdued neutral way to wear both of those colors. I love it. As you can see, it goes really beautiful with just like maybe a coral blush and a neutral eye for the spring and summertime. Mwah! So good. In terms of ingredients, we actually have some really good ones in here, unsurprisingly, because the formula is so good. I am seeing here argan oil, we have vitamin E, we also have a certain type of antioxidant that prevents discoloration. There's also some really nice emollients in here. I see camellia seed oil, and I also see castor seed oil. At the end of the day, friends, what I really like about these lipsticks, aside from the beautiful color range and the packaging, the fair price point, the really nice ingredients, is just how comfortable they are on the lips, but they still have a really beautiful dose of hydrating pigment. I feel like with a lot of satin lipsticks, they end up being just a little bit too slippy for my liking. As I mentioned with the Charlotte Tilbury formula, I feel like they don't really last. They don't stay on the lips, and I don't really get something that is true to color. My lips are a little bit more pigmented than some. They have more of like a rosy undertone. So when I go in with a satin lipstick, sometimes if it's just too slippy, if it's too translucent, I'm not really getting the true color that I was going for when I bought the lipstick. With the Makeup by Mario super satin lipsticks, okay, you get this beautiful saturated color on the lips. You get a little bit of shine, okay, nothing super glossy, and they really just grip the lips beautifully. It does say that also in the description, that these kind of grip the lips for lasting, all day comfort. And I really think that is true. I really can't say that for most satin lipsticks. Even if they're moisturizing, even if they feel nice on the lips, I don't feel like they are always very long lasting. And with these, it's almost like the longevity that I would want from a liquid lipstick, except they feel so delicious and hydrating and comfortable. They actually remind me a lot, guys, of the RMS lipsticks, those new ones that came out. It reminds me a lot of those. You guys know I absolutely love that formula, how you get, the saturated pigment, but it still remains very comfortable. These remind me a lot of those, except these come in a lot more shades. Sorry, RMS, I still love you, but I really like the fact that you can get a lot of nudes in these. I have a beautiful coral, there's reds, like I said, there's so many colors. There's 18 shades in this line. So if you kind of were intrigued maybe by the RMS ones and you were looking for something as I described, but you wanted like a more neutral everyday color, highly recommend these from Makeup by Mario. I was so surprised, Makeup by Mario is a good brand, but I was just shocked at how good these are, and I'm definitely going to be picking up some more. I'm already choosing which shades that I'm going to get next. So comment down below, guys. Let me know if you tried these. Let me know if you agree, because I think that they are top notch. These feel like a true luxury formula to me. And that is it, my friends. Those are all the new lipsticks that I'm reviewing for you all today. Now it is your turn. Sound off in those comments down below. Let me know if you've tried any of these. Do you agree? Do you disagree? It's all good, guys. Let me know your thoughts, because this is all in good fun. What is to my preference may not be for yours. So let's start a little discussion in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give me a big thumbs up. It really helps me out. Subscribe if you haven't already. And with that, friends, I hope that you see some beauty in your day, and I will see you in my next one. Goodbye.